Right, so moving on, we're going to be talking about Taurian. So obviously everybody is aware that, Taurian has said some transphobic things. Thank you, Top Willie. In retaliation, her and EQ have this beef, so transphobic things have been said. Also regarding Taurian, EQ said things back to Taurian. But so I don't know if you're in here, Taurian. I don't know if you're in here, darling, because I've gone on sub chat just for a bit. Okay, so I know what's said about you, and I know that you two have this back and forth, and what was said about you last week was absolutely disgusting. Like, honestly, it hurt me watching the video of you and what that horrendous person said to you. Obviously, they were racist to you, weren't they, darling? And it really hurt me. Can I be honest with you, Taurian? Big up, Steph, my darling. Thank you for the 4 subscriptions, Steph. Thank you. When you're going back with transphobia, you lose the moral high ground, and what you're doing is you make this person a victim, and I know, like I say, some horrendous things have been said about you, and racist things have been said about you, and it's human nature. I like Taurian too. I do like her. It's human nature to want to retaliate and go low, but you lose the argument. It's like things that have been said to me and done to me. I could really go back and retaliate and, say horrendous things, but then it makes me no better. And the thing is, Taurian, I like you, but I don't agree with you going back with this stuff because, like I say, it doesn't make you any better, and you are better. Do you know what I mean? But it's the way people get you, darling. The people get you to breaking point. Don't let people do this to you, please. Don't let, and I know it might, you get angry and you want, I've been there, darling, but don't go to these levels because you've lost the argument and that person's a victim and they don't deserve to be a victim because of some of the horrendous stuff that they say. And like I say, I know she goes at you and you go back at her, but don't resort to this.
If I were a boy, I'll be cool and free. Cause I have a JJ and I don't have to pay for one. If I were a boy, my name would be Andrew. I used to have a little wee-wee.
Don't let people get you to breaking point. And I know, like I say, there's been a lot of racism on this app, especially over the last couple of weeks, and obviously with the AI videos that have been made. But being transphobic isn't the way to go about it. Don't match hate crime for hate crime. Do you know what I mean, Taurian?
But now I pay for the JJ. If I were a boy, I would be called Andrew.
Yeah, thank you, Leanne. Oh, thank you, Steph.
Because I am a female now.
Yeah, like, I do get that everybody's different, in the levels of anger and how they react and how low you want to go. But I personally think that Taurian loses her argument 100%. You can't deny it, and I'm not going to sit here and be biased because, like, things that have been said to me, if my retaliation was to do, come on live and say these things, I'm no longer the victim, So don't do it, Taurian. Let her say what she wants to say. Don't go low like her. So there we go, guys. There's a Taurian video. So it kicks off in Delusive Angie's live. All right, guys. Oh, and I just want to say as well, 1 minute. I'm a right fagash little today. Like, I ain't got no problem with delusive Angie, do you know what I mean? Like, I know we've had our problems and things like that, and thank you, Olivia. I ain't got, you know, any major problems with delusive Angie. Do I agree with her behaviour 90% of the time? No, but, you know, there are times where she can be lovely. But I think when you've had a drink, right, and you're saying things, so I'm going to talk about Amy now, Amy and Frankie, and you're saying things, right, don't double down. You know, if you've said something wrong, all right, apologise. Don't double down on it, because at the end of the day, what Amy and Frankie are going through, it's horrendous. Like, I'm not going to go into, you know, I'm not going to go into detail, but I am actually. Somebody around me had an ectopic pregnancy. They've got one child, okay, they had an ectopic pregnancy, and they've only got one ovary now. And they're going to struggle to conceive, and they want more than anything to have more children. They were born to be a mother. Do you know what I mean? And the mental impact that it's had on that person, not only because the body's not doing what they want. Yeah, you know, they've got a child, but they want more children. And the fact that they can't, morning Jenna B, and they're struggling, and they have been struggling for 2 years. Like, it's not just the body that's not what it mentally, it's affecting them mentally. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think that anybody, unless you're a wronger, doesn't deserve to have children, or do you know what I mean? So just swallow your pride, Angie, and apologise, you know, because Amy's lovely and she doesn't deserve, or she didn't warrant having that said. I haven't seen the video, guys. I was speaking to somebody on the phone this morning about it. I haven't seen the video of what was said, but I've heard about it and I've seen people talk about it. Like, you know, I know that you and Frankie, Ange, have had your arguments and everything else, but, you know, does an apology make everything right? Always? No, but it's a starting point. Thank you, Jenna. Because I know you don't mean that, you know? So just speak to Amy and Frankie and, you know, just say sorry. Don't double down on it, you know? So, yeah, because like I say, I don't know if there's anybody in here that's suffering with fertility problems, but it affects everything, you know. So, thank you, Lauren. Yeah. And like I say, Angie's stubborn. I know that she's going to say sorry, but she'll do it in her time, do you know what I mean? But just bite the bullet, Ange, and apologise. You know, because he was out of order. So, but I know that she's gonna, but because people are telling her to, she's not gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? But she should do. Right, anyway, moving on from that, it kicks off in Angie's boxes. So we're gonna play that right now, guys. Where is it? Which one's first, that one or that one? Okay, so Taurian discusses EQ being racist and loses it when delusive Angie says Taurian is as bad as EQ, and Taurian says she doesn't give a shit if EQ won't. Oh, okay.
Innit? Please, she's just chatting. Gypsy Queen, go away.
Yeah, I love to Amy and Franklin.
You can't call out racism. You know,
and I know Angie wants to say sorry,
because I'm a black woman,
but she's doubling down. Stop being stubborn, Angie.
When people were being racist to me 2 days ago, EQ put the video up and said that I deserved it. That I deserved to be called the N-word. That I deserved
you don't deserve that, Taurian.
Say, you're too dark to be in the sun. Yeah? She sits down and plays the N song. She puts gorillas in music, fucking AI videos to do with shit. Nobody tell me nothing.
And this is, and I think this is Taurian's problem. She's trying to prove a point. Do you know what I mean? Well, it's okay for this person to do that, say that, da-da-da-da-da. Well, okay, let's have it back. You're going to get it back. Do you know what I mean? But you're better than that, T.
EQ. Yeah, I get that.
Tori, I get that,
What?
but you're just as bad if you're going back.
Me, I'm just as bad as EQ. Are you not serious?
Yeah. If
You're sitting here, shut up, Angie, because you're sitting here, had that whole fucking fake outrage and all this shit about EQ and all these other people on this app. Allow it. You're all full of shit.
I'm not outraged.
If you're saying I'm just as bad, then you're just as bad too, because you.
Yeah, exactly that mistake. Taurian shouldn't be doing it back.
Hell a lot on the app. So who the fuck are you to call me out?
Taurian, you know the funny thing
You're all
is,
pissing me off.
No, you're pissing me off now because you're the one calling it all out. All of you are the ones calling it out. Am I? No, I'm not calling out. You are. But how can you call it out when you're committing crimes yourself?
Yeah, exactly
when
that.
Sat on the stage.
You're losing your argument.
You, right? And then being upset, crying that she's been raped.
Listen, when
And
when
I
EQ
like
sat on your
Taurian,
stage
but
and
you're
said that
losing
she
your argument.
identified as a black trans woman, where was Corey then? Where was fucking whoever's on this stage now? Where apart from obviously Alicia and NJ, where was you lot all? Why was you lot not all coming up and being fucking outraged?
Thank you,
Please.
Savage
I never
Stitch.
said I was outraged.
Listen.
I get outraged.
All right then, so what are we doing talking about it? Why do you care? Everyone shouldn't care after what she done to you.
But I just don't
What
feel
the
like
hell?
you have the right to have an opinion. You cannot have an opinion.
You can have an opinion, but I haven't been transphobic. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
two wrongs don't make a
No one
right.
is able to bring up a clip where I have been transphobic. Everything I said is facts.
Send me the clips, guys, if you've got the clips.
Please, send her the clips. Quick, because I've got to go out. You lot are wasting my time.
Yeah, well, you know,
Let me
you
book
can't.
my Uber quickly.
Right.
Buffy the
Some
Slayer,
chats
you're just
off,
pressing like
guys.
your
Comment if you
flipping
want.
butters, bruv. Shut up.
Well, you know what? I've been funny. You've been transphobic for a very long time towards me.
Have I? Oh, I've been very transphobic. Let me tell you. All right.
I cannot have an opinion on
Can I
race
say something?
in regards to what EQ is.
Can I take? All right.
free.
Can I be honest with you, Angie? Angie.
For long
Angie, can I be honest? No, listen, I want screen record this. Everyone screen record this. I don't care that EQ receives transphobic comments. I don't give a shit. Furthermore, she deserves everything that comes and gets said against her. Do you know why? Because she's a piece of shit on my shoe. So no matter what any of you lot say to me, whether I'm wrong, right, I don't care. If she wakes up tomorrow and gets fucking killed, I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing, right? You're saying
I love TikTok shop.
No, I don't.
you're saying that you
I
don't
need to
care what abuse Evil Queen gets, right?
No, and I deserve that. We're talking about a woman that spoke about my children, said that they're going to have fertility issues. They're 10 and 11. We spoke about a woman
I know.
fucking
I know
racist
she's
to me
had enough.
directly. We spoke about a woman that has rage baited me for fucking long on this app. No prick
Thank you,
on this
Brandon.
app can tell me how to react or how to feel. So
She has a
respectfully,
point.
I don't give a shit. Drop me. I don't care. Fight with your fucking dogs. I don't
Then
give a
by the
shit.
same token, why do you allow yourself to be affected by what she says?
I don't allow myself to be affected.
Well,
At the
you're
end of the day,
screaming here like
no,
a mad. You're
Because
screaming here like a
Amanda, because Amanda, right, darling, at the end of the day, this isn't being said about you, Amanda. So for you to sit in the box and say, why are you letting this affect you? Hello, darling. Shoe on the other foot. Imagine, you was involved in this back and forth. I don't think you'd be saying that in the box, Amanda. So until you've been on the receiving end, button it. Because you got a lot to say all the time, but you ain't on the receiving end of this shit.
Women, why are you allowing?
What is it? Because I'm black? Is it the angry black woman? Is that what you're trying to say?
You're playing the race card again.
No, because why is it angry? Because Angie, if you was to come up on the stage raging, she ain't gonna turn around and say, "Oh, Angie, you've come up here like a mad woman." Shut the fuck up. You look like a sheep. Stop
But why do you have
talking
to say, well, because she's
I mean,
aggressive?
I get a lot
I
of
don't care because I'm angry. I'm fucking angry.
But why
I'm fed
you
up of the
are
racism
allowing
that I've
yourself to
received
be
from
angry?
fucking a lot of people on this.
She isn't allowing herself to be angry. You don't allow yourself to be angry. You're just angry. You can't switch the anger on and off. Oh, I'm not going to be angry today. Turn it off. Do you know what I mean? Anger isn't a choice. It's in ya. You can either, do something about your anger and chill, and then sometimes you can't do something about it because you're human. Do you know what I mean? Some people are built different. People can handle the anger and other people can't. Thank you, Angel. And you got to remember what happened to Taurian last week.
You just said because
You asked me questions, stop muting me.
Because you're aggressive. Because you're aggressive. She said.
Yeah, because I'm black. That's why you're saying it.
No, that is racist. That is racist.
Yeah, that is racist.
Fine.
Yeah, actually, it's a micro-racial aggression.
Yeah, stop doing it.
I don't need to stop doing nothing.
I can't say you're aggressive because you're a black woman.
Listen, Angie, let me be honest with you lot, yeah? If you lot don't like it, don't rise me on your stages, don't ask for my pick, don't do none of that. If you lot are against me or whatever, don't do that. All of you, one sec, Angie, let me just land, yeah? Every creator on this app, well, most of them, have had something to say or whatever, but they still have me in their boxes. Nobody stands on shit. They stand up for about a month, and then after that, no one gives a fuck.
That's true, to be fair.
I even said I'm not going to drag you. Do I
I'm
care?
actually going. I need to go.
Do I care what you said? No, I don't care what you said last night because I'm not a trans woman. Yeah, but does EQ? Yeah, probably. But you can't.
Listen.
Be racist to you then, can you?
Listen. You're all being transphobic to me because I've told you lot that I identify as Andrew.
I don't care what any of you say. To be
Taurian.
honest with you on the app, I don't give two shits.
All right, so.
I'm not affected. I'm not triggered. No.
Thank you, Steph.
All right, so if you're not.
Thank you, Granny.
You are one thing you say, Taurian, right? You've all got these people in your boxes, yet they've said the worst of the worst, yeah? You want to drag them, but here you are in my box. Here you are dragging other people's boxes.
I want you
dragging
all-
that person's box.
Listen.
Absolutely.
Listen, this is me now. There's no more Taurian.
Oh, what
And if you don't respect me, you're transphobic. Thank you very much.
the hell? Lost their cars.
Innit? Please, she's just chatting.
Right, guys, so we're going to move on to the next video. So EQ goes at Alicia.
It's
Thank you,
okay,
PJ.
because the evil queen.
Gypsy Queen, no
Evil
one's
Queen called. No, I'm talking, Alicia. Evil Queen called herself Andrew yesterday, and because she called herself Andrew, it's all right to discriminate against the whole
I
community.
never said anything was all right.
Yes, you did. You said this morning, deciding Courtney's life.
Listen, we're not here to talk about Taurian. I've got a valid point here.
Thank you, FYP Clips.
She called herself Andrew yesterday. But what about the whole community, Alicia?
Right. I'm glad that comment got muted. Thank you, whoever muted
about
that.
Taurian, Gypsy Queen.
No. We're talking
We're not
about
here to talk about that.
community.
Right, I've got a point here. So, swearing Shep, everyone's saying, oh, she's been transphobic, whatever. How many people have you seen swearing Shep transphobically abuse?
Thank you, guys.
I don't know, I don't watch her.
Well, I've seen her do it to EQ, say things to EQ.
Yeah,
don't you
swearing
stop?
shepherdess
How many-
does do that to
how many-
Why
EQ.
don't you talk the truth about your
Gypsy, let her land her point.
So are you saying that she has...
This is what I'm saying, like, you know, EQ and Shep, they go at each other, you know. Shep, you know, she's transphobic, and EQ goes back at Shep with what she goes back with, you know. I do agree with that. You know, swearing Shep winds EQ up as much as EQ winds swearing Shep up. Do you know what I mean? But it's hard. It's hard, you know, it's hard to keep your mouth shut. But like I say, I don't think swearing shepherdess is an angel in this. Sorry, gotta keep it real.
what your friend did
swearing Shep has said transphobic things about EQ. One person. How many people has EQ
How many
literally
people
abused on this app?
last night?
He's just making it about
Hang on a
Taurian.
minute. She just said I called myself Andrew. Why would I do that, you weirdo?
You said it in my chat.
No, I did not. Show us
Yes,
the
you
proof.
did. You
You're
said
a
that
liar.
to me. It was
Why
Andrew.
in God's green earth, when I go crazy about it, would I fucking do that?
Right, guys, I'm not gonna play it because I'm not getting a banana for that one at all. I'm not gonna get a banana because of that one. Ain't happening. No way.